Hey guys, welcome back to Composed Out. I'm Jordan.
I'm Loui.
And you're watching Narrowed Notation.
Okay, so what is this narrow notation?
So this is a little composition game we're going to play today. We're literally narrowing our notation. So what that means is we're going to limit our creative devices. In this case, I thought we would step into the pond, nice and easy.
Okay.
So I thought we would just do a mode. Now, some people think pieces are in modes all the time, and that's true. But if we're being honest, we are limiting to 7 pitches. That we're missing 5 other ones, right? In the spirit of getting things off the ground gently here, modes I thought would be a good first step.
Sure.
And then why not Ionian?
Okay.
I know that this is the major mode. Okay, when you have a piece in a major key, how often is it truly purely diatonic?
I don't think it's always diatonic.
Well, I mean, for example, you've already cut out the secondary dominant.
Yeah.
That's an altered pitch, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have any room for anything except the 7 basic.
This is going to be difficult.
Triads.
Yeah.
Or, you can have tertian extensions, and I'm sure you will. Yeah, I wanted to be fancy.
Okay.
So here's how it's going to work. We're going to separate.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to write, and we're going to come back with a piece that's no more than 2 minutes.
Okay.
We're going to perform them for each other on our piano space over here. And we're going to get each other's reaction to our piece, the choices we made. And then we are going to compare and contrast at the end and maybe come up with some final thoughts, just how we handled this mode. So I wanted to kind of go with the whole innately happy quality. I wanted to go with a brighter key signature. So I'm going with the key of E major, but I wanted it to be just a smidge quirky, so we're going to do it in 5/4. I'm thinking bright, happy major 7 kind of colors for the 1 chord and the 4 chord. And then for the dominant, it's going to have a lot of gravity because we're in Ionian. So I might do some dominant susses to kind of soften it. I don't know. We'll see.
I think I'm going to go with F. I have pulled up a blank score, which you might not be able to see this. But so I'm going to actually do something, I want to still have a little bit of a melody that kind of flows better.
A few moments later.
1 minute.
Ah.
Oh, okay. I can do this. 1 minute for an ending.
A few moments later.
Let's go spy.
Oh my God. You're
Time! Time!
All right, done.
The instrument we're performing on is not amazing at the current time. We actually just moved this piano. It is still in its little adjustment phase. It's going to be getting the first tuning soon. So we've heard both pieces now. What did you think about my piece? I'm curious.
First of all, I don't know if you had this in mind, but left hand causes fear in my heart. It looks like a Rachmaninoff piece.
Really? I was going for Chopin.
That's interesting.
Nocturne.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Well, I think what it ended up being is less Chopin-esque and a little more Rachmaninoff-ness.
I see it though. Is it the span?
I think so.
Because there's a lot of spans.
I think that's part of it. Because I feel like Chopin's span is not small at all, but it's still it's more romantic, late romantic, if you will. And I can't help but say this as well. Chopin, for his innovative qualities in his composition, I feel like this piece is probably closer to Rachmaninoff's time. So I think the harmonic quality kind of reflects that. When you were doing this, were there specific thing that you wanted to really point out?
I wanted it to feel like Ionian. And that sounds like a silly thing to say because we're in Ionian. But Ionian and Aeolian are very close. E felt like home. I had a 2-5-1 in there, for example, kept coming back to E. I'd changed the inversion and things like that. But it was always, I wanted it to start around there. Driving force was I wanted something kind of bright, like major 7 kind of sound.
Sure.
But also other extensions. There's some dissonances I included in there. Form of my piece is kind of A-B-A-B. A-B-A, B prime.
Right.
The A's are exact, but the B is different at the end, right? And what I did to create the B, which is the ending, I inspired B from the A. For the ending, I just played some notes that sounded pretty. I did a little F sharp minor triad on top of an E major 9 or major 7.
I think what stood out to me, one, the time signature choice, which we'll talk about it a little bit, and just the way that you flourished made it sound like it was a piano piece.
Well, let's talk about yours. Ionian Prelude. First of all, you're in 5/4.
Yeah.
What is it with Ionian and 5/4?
I don't know.
How did that happen? We did not plan that.
No, we did not. I don't know what it is. I think 5/4 is very easy to manipulate where you can make it ambiguous as much as possible. When I was thinking about it, I think I was mainly thinking about I wanted to confuse people from the beginning to the end.
So you were going for vagueness, you said?
Yeah. I wanted the vagueness and harmony. And when I say harmony, I'm not thinking about it in like chords or anything like that. This was actually one of the instances that I thought was funny because I was more or less just creating 3 distinct melodies. The prominent note that keeps returning to is D, which is what we talked about, like Aeolian and Ionian.
Yeah.
It's very vague, and I kind of wanted that. The only clue for people was at the end in the bass line where it ends on F.
Well, that was one of the biggest points about your piece. Is it Ionian? So the thing that makes a piece Ionian to me is a centering on that major note. Like I told you what I was going for mine.
Right.
The thing about your piece I noticed is there is not, and I'm almost 100% positive, I could check every note, but I'm pretty confident in this, there's not a single F major triad. And then the ending, you ended on a D minor triad.
You're probably right. It might not have ended up being fully Ionian, but I think one of the beauties of modal music is that technically. For me, when I hear modal music, I feel like they're never really, like, it's never really sure. Hey, I wanted to convey something and it didn't make sense.
Hey, it's cool too.
Yeah.
I mean, all of your notes came from Ionian.
Exactly.
Good job. Well, anyway, I think this was a good first step into the pond.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see what happens. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Tell us your favorite.
We're gonna have a lot of other contents like this coming out soon. If you want us to cover more about like composition methods or things like that, you can also comment them down below. This was the first one.
Yeah, narrow notation.
Narrow notation.
All done. All right, well, we'll see you guys in the next one. I mean, we're gonna... Hello.
Oh my gosh.
We're successful content creators.
We're not. Not yet.
Have you seen our last video? Loui chickened out, so I'm playing both our pieces. I was like, bang, bang. Nope. Leave me alone.